Hello everyone, welcome to the network theory lecture series. Into the last lecture, what we have studied is Thevenin theorem. In the Thevenin theorem, there were the different voltage source was there, then resistance was there, and then we have to find out the Thevenin current or the volt current through the load resistance. That time we have seen how the Thevenin circuit can be formed. So Thevenin circuit can be formed by using that voltage source in the series with the resistance. So when VTH and we have to calculate first VTH, then you have to calculate RTH, and RTH is in series with a resistor load, that is RL. So that is the way you can form the Thevenin circuit. Now we have to use a dependent source. So we have to find out the Thevenin problems on the basis of the dependent source in the Thevenin by using Thevenin theorem. So in this circuit, what is the problem? So I have taken the problem from the Ravi Singh. You just refer that Ravi Singh book. The problem is that often the Thevenin equivalent network for the given network. So you have to obtain the network for the given network. So we will start with the network. So first of all, we have to find out what is motive. Motive is to find out we have to find out the Thevenin network. So how to find out the Thevenin network? First of all, we have to find out the VTH. So I will make this as a and B as a VTH. So here is plus and minus. Here is the plus, here is the minus. A plus minus VTH we have to find out. So how to find out the VTH? So first of all, we have to calculate this I1 current. Now this is the node A. You can say this is a node A. There is no resistance between that, so we can call this as a node A. Apply the KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, at this point. So incoming current is equal to outgoing current, that is the Kirchhoff's law. So what are the incoming currents for this point? So incoming currents are I1 plus 2I1 is equal to outgoing current. There is no outgoing current and this is the open circuit, so there will be no any current through this path. So only current is remain from this path is I1 and 2I1. So I1 plus 2I1 is equal to 0. So that is 3I1 is equal to 0. What is meaning of that? I1 is equal to 0. So I1 is equal to 0, the current flowing through that resistance. Now writing the VTH equation. So how to write the VTH equation? So for the whole circuit, I will draw here by the different color. So for this we will start from here and we will cover this. For this loop we have to find out VTH circuit. We have to apply the KVL. So we will start with at this 8 volt. So we will start with the 8 volt. So at the 8 volt plus 8 volt, then minus 4I1, then we don't have to consider this, we will take this as a super mesh. So I will go from here to here at minus VTH is equal to 0. So we know that I1 is equal to 0, so this term going to be a 0, that 4I1. Next is 8 minus VTH, so VTH is equal to 8 volt. VTH is equal to 8 volt. That you have find out this VTH. Now what you have to do is calculation of that current. Now it is not possible to calculate RTH because resistance we can't calculate when there will be a dependent source. So what we were doing in the calculation of RTH, we were removing all voltage source and the current source. Suppose circuit is like this. Suppose there is a voltage source, then there will be resistance, then there will be a resistance, then there is resistance, then there is a RTH. So when we are calculating RTH, we were doing this as a open circuit. This is voltage source, we were making this as a open circuit. but dependent source is depend upon the any another material, so we can't remove that source, so we can't calculate this RTH, can't calculate. Okay, so that's why what you have to do, we have to calculate, instead of RTH we have to calculate Norton current. When we will study the Norton theorem, that time we will see that what is meant by Norton theorem. So Norton current we have to find out. So how to find out the Norton current? Again I will draw the circuit. This is 2I1. A, this is B, Norton current. Okay, and what you have to do is, this is I1, 4 ohm, 8 volt. Now what you have to do is, we have to use this as a I1 current. This is, we are using, that is I2, and this is I1. Okay, so I1 and I2 we have to use. Now we will write KVL equation for this. So what is the KVL equation? We have to use that, first of all, I2 minus I1, I2 minus I2 and 2I1 direction is same, that's why I2 minus I1 is equal to 2I1. Okay, so I2 minus I1 is equal to 2I1, that is I2 minus 3I1 is equal to 0. So 3I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. Now we will apply super mesh analysis for this. So how to apply super mesh analysis? Super mesh analysis we have to use. We will start from this 8 volt. So 8, 4 I1. I1 is 0, but still we will write 4 I1 is equal to, now there is no any resistance. So 8 minus 4 I1 is equal to 0. So I1 is equal to 8 by 4, that is 2 ampere. Now this you will you can't say that I1 is equal to 0, because this I1 is equal to 0, because at that time VTH was open, but this is short, that's why you have to calculate this I1. Now I1 is equal to 2 ampere, so I1 is equal to 2 ampere. But if you are putting I1 into this equation, what will happen? So I2 is equal to 6 ampere. Now I2 is equal to what? I2 is equal to IN. So IN is equal to I2 is equal to 6 ampere. So that is the way you have to calculate this. Now what you have to find out, that is, now we have to find out the RTH. For the Thevenin circuit you require this RTH. So RTH you have to calculate. So when you are calculating RTH is equal to VTH divided by IN. So VTH is, we have calculated, what is VTH? VTH is equal to 8 volt divided by 6, that is equal to 1.33 ohm. Okay, so that is the way you have to calculate this VTH divided by IN, that is 1.33 ohm. So now final stage is you have to draw the circuit, that Thevenin circuit, that is the problem. So how to draw it? You have to draw this VTH, then RTH, and there is an open circuit. There is an open circuit. In the problem you said they have given the open circuit. That's why you have to put as it is. What is the RTH value? RTH value is 1.33 and VTH value is 8 volt. That is your final answer. This is plus minus. So that is your final answer. This question can be asked for 10 marks. We have to solve this question for 10 marks. Next we will take another example. I will give you homework. You have to solve this. Zero point 0.1 Vx, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 4 volt, A, B, plus, minus. So what we have to use 0.1 Vx is there. So this 0.1 dependent source is depend upon the voltage in between A and B. So this voltage in between A and B, there is a Vx voltage. And what is the question? Find Thevenin equivalent network. So we have to find out the Thevenin equivalent network. In that network, there should be a voltage source, that is VTH, and there should be RTH, and there will be a VTH, and you have to find out this and between A and B. Okay, so that circuit you have to find out. So for that purpose you have to find out first VTH. How to find out the VTH? You have to open this. In Vx will be a VTH, and you have to find out this VTH. Then we have to find out the RTH, but you can't find out RTH directly. You have to find out first Norton current. Then you will find out the Norton. If once you find out the Norton current, you will find out the RTH by using VTH divided by Rn. By using that RTH, you will find out. So you will get VTH, you will get RTH, and you will find out this circuit. Okay, so that is the way you have to find out this diagram. You just find out, and I have given the problem. You just find out and tell me your answer. So in the next lecture we will start with the Norton theorem, and that is the last part of this theorems. So thank you.